Hey guys, welcome to the Manchester United News channel. Subscribe to the channel to not miss any news, leave your like, and share, you are very important for the growth of the channel. Let's go to the video.
£1 million per week.
It's astonishing.
£1 million per week. Now, Sky Italy have been reporting today that a meeting between Napoli and Osimhen's agents have taken place this week, but they failed to find a resolution over a potential new contract. Last month, it should be said this, Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis, the outspoken Aurelio De Laurentiis, he was asked about the progress of a new contract for Osimhen, and he said this: we have a basic agreement on a 2-year extension that would take him to 2027, but we are willing to consider an offer we could not refuse. So if Al Hilal start going significantly more than 150 million euros, I wonder whether that is the kind of ballpark figure where De Laurentiis will say this is the area that we cannot refuse. But as it stands, they haven't met the valuation that they consider selling Osimhen at, and they still want to keep him. So those talks are ongoing over a contract extension at Napoli. I spoke to Gianluca Di Marzio just before we came on air, and his feeling on this situation is that he thinks Osimhen will stay, and he still thinks that there is a dream for Osimhen to play in the Premier League. So potentially next summer to go to a Premier League team. He's at that age where he still probably does want to play Champions League football. He's just helped Napoli win the Serie A title. Premier League has been his dream. He's actually said that before. Saudi Arabia maybe is one of those deals that potentially could wait, because if the Saudi Pro League is going to hang around, they're still going to want to buy these players, be they 24 or 29 years of age, for example.
But £1 million
yes.
a week. Astonishing.
Yeah.
Well, now look, Manchester United are another side looking for a striker. Darmesh will give us an update on Rasmus Højlund in just a moment. First, though, we caught up with Luke Shaw during United's US tour, and he spoke about the club's transfer dealings and the aims for the new season.
To be successful, we need to be challenging for every trophy and, winning competitions. We felt like we could have added another 2 competitions last season, and I think, we should have. But I think now's, especially, the start of this pre-season, we spoke about it a lot. I think this is a big season for us. We've already signed some very good players, and, hopefully there's more additions to come to strengthen the squad, and of course we have to believe that we can win as many trophies as possible this season. Last season we did some really good things, but we know what we needed to improve on, especially the away form, and I think it's something we'll definitely need to do better this season, and I think if we get that form right, then I'm sure we can be at the top of the table challenging. After working with the manager for last season, I think Mason is exactly the kind of player that he wants and needs around this place. Not just he brings presence on the pitch, but off the pitch around the place. He's a really good character and good for the team in that aspect. And yeah, of course, I think, like I said, hopefully there's a couple more to come. But I think this pre-season, especially training, everyone's looking really good and ready to go.
You speak about signings being here already. As a player, does it make a difference to the squad when you can integrate with those new guys quicker over a pre-season?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's what's really good from our point of view, is the fact that we've managed to make a couple signings before the tour had even started. I think last season there was a couple players that didn't even come on the tour, and or maybe most of them really that they come after the tour. So it was a lot different, and I think it's better for them as well. So it's a bit more team bonding. They can get to know the lads a bit more, because we're always together. So it's been really good, nice for the lads, really good guys, and amazing players that I'm sure that are going to push us in the right direction.
Onana is obviously quite a different keeper. How has it been adjusting to him, and what is actually different about what you need to do?
Yeah, of course, I think they're very different keepers. I think first and foremost, David for us last season and for the seasons he's been here, he was amazing. I think a massive legend to this club. Won the Golden Glove last season, so we're obviously sad to see him go, but we wish him the best and hope it goes well for from here on there, but I think with the new addition we have, I think he'll bring, you know, different qualities to what David had, and I think especially you'll see maybe a different side now with building up from the back, and you know that he brings a bit more composure to that, and I think he suits the exact way, like I said, that the manager wants. So yeah, I've been really impressive. Of course, we spoke, and I think the manager has, and I think Bruno did the other day, about how important it is for us to get a striker. And we know that. Of course, we've got Martial and Rashford at the moment, and Sanch who can play there, but an out-and-out striker that, you know, is what we need, and we're desperate for one. And I'm very sure that the club know that, the manager knows that, and you know, us players would love one to come to. What we have to demand this season is trophies, and you know, for me, that's all that matters right now.
Well, Dharmesh, you said it. They're desperate for a striker. It's got to be close now, surely.
Very, very close. Define very, very now. This looks like this one is going to happen. Manchester United finalising a deal to sign Rasmus Højlund, as we've been reporting throughout the weekend, from Atalanta. United, we think, hope to have a medical done this week, and for Højlund to formalise a 5-year contract. That comes with a 1-year option, and they want all of that done, ideally, and potentially in time for him to play a part in one of Manchester United's pre-season friendlies that are remaining before the Premier League opener on the Monday Night Football against Wolves. They play twice this weekend, so you'd be thinking there'd be 2 different squads at each game. They've got Lens on Saturday and Athletic Bilbao on Sunday. Just a reminder of what this deal is worth. We remember that Atalanta wanted £77 million guaranteed payment from Manchester United. United did negotiate and managed to bring that down to an initial £64 million plus £8 million in performance-related add-ons. Now, as with the other deals that they've done in this transfer window with Andre Onana and Mason Mount, there has been performance-related add-ons in both of those deals as well. But my understanding is that if Manchester United end up paying the full whack for Andre Onana, Mason Mount and Rasmus Højlund when this deal gets done, I think they'll be delighted, simply because they'll have achieved all of these performance-related conditions that United and Atalanta have set out, be they goals, appearances, trophies. So United now very, very close. Who knows, a formal announcement may even be this week. OK, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, indeed, right, we're going to talk Chelsea, Dharmesh. I'm going to throw some names at you, OK? Sure. Moises Caicedo. Right. I'm told no active talks at present between Chelsea and Brighton over the signing of Moises Caicedo, but clear he remains Chelsea's #1 target for the rest of this transfer window. And I'm told Chelsea will try their luck again and go back in with an improved offer. Their last bid was worth £80 million. That was rejected out of hand. Brighton valuing Moises Caicedo in the same way West Ham value Declan Rice, so they want closer to £100 million. As far as the player is concerned, we understand that Caicedo wants to make the move. Romeo Lavia. Yeah, this is getting interesting because Chelsea still hold a strong interest in the Southampton midfielder. Personal terms not expected to be a problem, as they're not expected to be a problem with Liverpool. Chelsea have not made a formal bid yet. Liverpool, they're the ones making the running as far as the bids are concerned. They had a £40 million bid rejected last week. They're expected to go back in with an improved offer, but they will face competition, we think, from Chelsea. Axel Disasi. Yeah, he's expected to have a Chelsea medical this week after the club agreed a £38.6 million deal with Monaco last weekend. Chelsea wanted to strengthen in that area, of course. Wesley Fofana suffered that ACL injury and will be out for the majority of the season. And one more for you, Leslie Ugachukwu. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, they finalised a deal with Rennes of Chelsea worth £23.5 million for the midfielder. He's completed his medical. He's agreed personal terms on a long-term contract. So we're just waiting for a formal announcement on that. But we think that Chelsea are leaning towards bringing him to the club and then sending him out on loan straight away. He's only 19 years old to gain more first-team experience. Strasbourg is the likely destination for him. Eyebrows were raised yesterday, Dharmesh, with Arsenal after David Raya. Yes. Anything on that? We think that internal talks are continuing at Arsenal about what their next step is going to be with regard to the potential signing of David Raya. They're expected to formalise their interest in the form of a bid. They've got a long-standing interest in this player. Brentford boss Thomas Frank over the weekend said, we'd like to get £40 million for him. I don't know whether Arsenal want to go that high, simply because Raya is in the final year of his contract and they know that Brentford have already brought in a number one goalkeeper. Arsenal, you remember, tried to sign Raya a couple of times before under Mikel Arteta, but they saw a number of offers for the goalkeeper rejected. Everyone will then ask, what happens to Aaron Ramsdale? We think Arteta wants to provide competition for Aaron Ramsdale, so they'll go into competition for that number one jersey.
Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel to not miss anything. Leave your like and your comment, that is very important for the channel growth. Until the next video.